Hello, good morning. Gary Champion, Psychic Medium once again. Um, I've tried all morning to make a video to sort of try and make sense of what's happening in our country, and I can't do it because the problems of our country are larger than any one person can possibly see, much less evaluate. It's like there's this large animal on the floor, and I can sort of touch this end and figure out what's going on. I can touch it in the middle, and I can touch there, but I can't really get the whole of it. There's a massive power grab going on. Uh, People are trying to redistribute wealth where is a fear going on. The people who have everything don't want to lose it. That's what's fueling this. Can we have more? And they'll do anything to get it, as their predecessors did. There's no cost great enough that they wouldn't do it to keep their power and money and land and all that stuff. You think that would have changed over the years, but it hasn't. It's a constant fear of losing what you've got, while a whole big chunk of this country is worried about just holding on to what they've got, which is not much. They want to keep their house and their children in school and health care, and this is a different level. These people already have everything. They've divided up over the last 150 years or 200 years, and these people are down here just trying to make it happen. Amazingly, after having suffered for 20 or 30 years, someone rises out of that and goes to where there were these guys now. They're over here, and they do the same thing. I need to hold on to what I've got. You can't have any. As I told someone on the site the other day, might does not mean right. In the old days, it did. If you had a large army with swords and proper armor, you could pretty much defeat everybody, and that made you right. And you could take what you wanted and kill whoever you wanted and run roughshod over everybody. A little harder to do today. And even though we voted by a pretty good margin to elect a different man, these people are not going to let go of that concept. They or their children or their children's children will always be there to hold on to that because they fear being down here. That's their greatest fear. It'd be nice to have a redistribution of wealth. If a law were written, you can't have more than $10 million. After that, you have to give it away to somebody. Or, I mean, people who are rich think it's their birthright, that they were born rich, they'll remain rich, and we know that doesn't happen. Through a series of miscalculations, they end up back down here. And what do they want to do? They can't wait to get back up to here because that's where the good times are. We get up at noon, we stay up till 2 in the morning. We're not responsible for anything. And we have great power and wealth. So we have fundamentally two different groups. And people who support these people are just like them. They'd like to see themselves there, or they are there. I find it hard to believe that half the people in this country are rich beyond imagination, but they want to be. And they put these people in power because they say, we can do that for you. We can give you what you want. We'll make you like us. Not going to happen. But they believe it, which is all the more pitiful. Normalcy will take years, if it ever really occurs again. Right now, there's another split. These people over here, the president is now out of office. His defeat a fait accompli. He's done. He won't let go. He's not going to. He's going to fight to the end. He's going to take a lot of people with him. And even in his downfall, he is going to fight and give away stuff and pardon people to make sure that these people are taken care of. Why? That's his constituency. That's what he believes. It's pretty pathetic. But the new guy didn't win by much, which shows that we have really two countries. Much as in 1861. The North, who was industrialized, really didn't farm much. You had the South, which is all farming. It's where the sun is, where the good soil was. Slave labor to farm the land was their way of getting ahead and getting there. They're just like these people, except they're down here. And the ones up north buy that plant, strong arm if you have to, if you know whatever gets you to this place over here that you want to be. We had two different countries, and we fought a war over it, and 700,000 or 800,000 people gave their life. We're one country again. Doesn't mean we think the same. Even after all this time, 150 years later, there's still people in the South that believe what got us into trouble in the first place. Thank goodness it's not everybody. They're a minority, but they're loud. There is no supremacy. The guy who does it right, that's all there is. It's not your birthright. The rest of the country doesn't owe you that. You may wrestle it from them, you may keep it for centuries, but it's not your birthright. You were born into it, you didn't earn it. It's a big turmoil. What are we going to do about it? And these people down here, they'd love to see this guy get fried. His taxes are going to come out, all these lawsuits, he's going to be sued. And I've said this months and months and months, but people are lining up in a queue, as they say in England, to sue him one after the other. Except for China, who says, no, he can come over here and work, build hotels. We like to show the world that we don't dislike him. We won't hold it against him. Well, there's nothing for you to hold against him, stupid. It's not your country. But that's kind of, they'd love to see this guy hang. Take him to the nearest tree and hang him. Lock her up, lock him up. This is what they want to see. He has health problems, and he's not very bright. And he's been controlled by his handlers and constituency to the point that I don't think he even knows what he's doing. He's better off out there playing golf. Go out there and hit those balls around and turn the keys over to the new guy, because he's earned it. But this is far from over. Someone's saying very clearly. This is only the beginning of the animosity. And it'll continue through this guy's term and into the next one and into the next one. Because there's a significant number of people that think that might makes right. They got away with it back in the Middle Ages when they had swords and no one had anything. They could just kill people at will and take over, and the world's changed. It was wrong then, but no one could say anything for fear of losing their head. Off of their heads. Said something I didn't like. It doesn't work today. I wish us luck figuring it out. It's going to be interesting to see how we're going to put Humpty Dumpty back together again, because right now he's pretty shattered. No matter who won, we're two countries deeply divided over ideological lines. I didn't say that. Someone said it. Someone said ideological lines, clearly divided. And we shouldn't be. Our country is a big, long table full of free food. Why would you fight over it? Why not divide it up? I'm not saying that you don't deserve this. You went out and invented a new shoe polish, and now you're rich, and you've got a factory, and you hire 4,000 people to distribute and manufacture and sell shoe polish. There's nothing wrong with that. That is America. But when you've been hurting people to hold on to it and expand it, then it becomes monarchs and serfs, kings and queens and serfs again. We're not going back to that. We can't. So I'm just following this like you are. I'm willing to learn. I'm not willing to tolerate intolerance and understanding and sharing. Not going to do that. Vaccine comes out, those at risk get it first. Those that are, well, the people who defend the country, they should probably be in that first line, because if they're all sick, but there's a hierarchy to this. I'm relatively safe. I'm staying at home. I don't get out much. I work from home. People who can't work from home, those are the people that need it before me. But that's the tolerant side of the world. You think these guys don't want it first? You think they're not going to parlay it to where they can buy it on the black market and all their friends and family can get it? Sure they are. They're already lining up, and they'll buy as much as they can if they can get it and resell it for high prices, gouging. Often people get rich by hurting other people. Say we have a history of it. Then there'll be the other side. Really, really rich people who will buy tons of it if they can get it and distribute it free to anybody that wants it, because they'd prefer not to be a part of the problem. They have hearts and they like to help. If I had $1 billion, that's what I'd be doing. I'd be trying to help with whatever it is that was needed. Can I rent trucks or a plane and help you distribute this stuff? Get it to the people on the front line, of course, nurses, doctors, whoever's out there that's on the front line, give it to them. I can wait. That's the way the world should be, and often isn't. But we have both. We'll have people who, for greed reasons, will try and control things as they always do. Then we'll have these benevolent people over here, just have not as much money, but they have enough usually that they'll be a part of the solution instead of part of the problem. These guys don't even see that there's a problem. Oh, that's what we always do. We buy it low, we sell it high. We don't care about these guys down here. There's a significant number of good guys with money and power, and they'll be in there with the rest of us doing the best we can. It's an interesting divide. An interesting divide. And I can't wait to see what happens. It's like a drama. It's like a 15-part mini-series. Actually, we are watching one that's got 170-something episodes. It's episodic. And I can't wait to see how it turns out. Each little show is a nugget all in itself. And this is like that. Every day is sort of what new revelation is going to come out. What person in the Congress or the Senate or whatever in the Congress is going to say something really stupid? I don't need a mask. I don't need a mask. Yeah, you do. A significant number of your people on that side of the aisle have gotten sick from this and died. Do you not want to not spread it to everybody that doesn't have it? You can't tell me what to do. I'm a senator. You can't tell me what to do. Yeah, they can. The needs of the one should be less than the needs of the many. The needs of the many needs to be first. Fasten your seatbelts. It's going to be a bumpy ride. Might doesn't make right. Right makes right. And who decides what right is? The majority. Because that's democracy, the majority rule. Might doesn't make right, right makes right, and the majority decide what's right, even if you don't like it. Welcome to the new America. No fear, no regret, no anger. Thanks for watching.